And we are back with a Fox News alert. You are looking live at Barcelona, where vigils have been set up following yesterday's deadly attack. ISIS now claiming responsibility.
The attack, just one of many that Europe has recently endured over the last few years. We just mentioned 8 in 3 years. So what role does open borders play in the threat of ISIS and terror?
Well, let's ask Nigel Farage. He's a former head of the UK Independence Party and has long been sounding the alarm on Islamic extremism in Europe, and he joins us now from London to react. I mean, first of all, just heartbreaking, Nigel, to see this scene right here, this vigil taking place in Barcelona. I mean, so many innocent lives lost, as we've seen way too often just in the past 3 years, as we've been talking about. How much are open borders to blame? I mean, Europe, they have a very different policy than we do here in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, look, what we've had are failed immigration policies over many years, a total lack of integration of a huge part of the Muslim community with the rest of our towns and cities. And since 2015, anybody that comes across the Mediterranean and puts a foot on the soil of any European country has been allowed to stay. You know, as we speak, there are people landing in Greece, Italy, Spain, and we haven't got a clue who they are.
Sure.
Once they're inside the European Union, because as part of what's called the Schengen zone, all boundaries have been abolished, they can move freely. I mean, here's an example. Last Christmas in Berlin, a truck ploughed into a Christmas market, killing 16 people. That guy went on the run. He was able to cross from France and into Italy undetected because we don't have borders. So, I mean, frankly, the whole thing is madness, and what we've got is a European project with a high-minded set of ideals that is now, frankly, endangering the lives of European citizens. And yet there's no sign of any of our leaders yet wanting to change policy.
And to your point, talking about that attack in Germany last year, Nigel, they do not know exactly where the driver of that van that plowed through and killed at least 13 people yesterday. They don't know where that guy is. But isn't this and this is what brought you to prominence, the Brexit movement in Great Britain. That's what you feel a lot of the people of England were saying. Hey, we want to control our borders.
Absolutely. I mean, normal nations make their own laws, control their own borders, and choose who comes to live, work and settle in their country. We had surrendered that as a member of the EU. I made it absolutely the central point of the campaign. We're not against anybody. We don't wish to have bad feeling to anyone in the world, but we want to choose who comes to our country, and we'll do that to make sure that our workers earn decent wages, but equally importantly, we'll do that to try and make ourselves a little bit safer. And if you think about it, so much of what President Trump said when he was a candidate all the way through, in many ways, echoed that. And the American people took to it. Right. What I find, and let me just put it to you, looking at it from this side, what I can't believe in the wake of Barcelona is there is still a sizable chunk of Americans who want to tear down historical statues, seeing these figures as the enemy, whereas it's pretty clear Islamic terrorism is a threat to all of us.
There's a lot going on. You're right.
Nigel Farage, thank you very much, sir.
Nigel.